Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little preview about the qualification rounds that are happening for the women's gymnastics tomorrow. There are actually 5 total subdivisions. I didn't want this to get too long, so I am doing the first 3 subdivisions right now, and then I'll do the last 2 on the next video. Remember that the qualification rounds are super important. They basically decide everything. There's the 5 subdivisions. Each apparatus, vault, bars, beam, and floor have a team or a mixed group. The 12 teams across the 5 subdivisions are trying to compete for the top 8 spots to be able to participate in the team final, which will happen on Tuesday. The top 24 gymnasts are trying to get into that all-around final, and then you have event finals, top 8 gymnasts on each apparatus. So let's dive in. This is Subdivision 1. Subdivision 1 is going to have Great Britain. It's going to have Romania. Those are the 2 teams. And then it will also have 2 mixed groups. This is going to happen Colorado time, 1:30 in the morning. Nebraska time, 2:30 in the morning. Paris time, it's 9:30. So at least the gymnasts aren't waking up at a ridiculous hour. Here are some important things to know about the teams and individuals, and some things to watch for if you watch, or maybe you're not watching it live, but when you rewatch it. Great Britain is the reigning team bronze medalist. They're really, really strong. They have a lot of upgraded aminars. That's the vaults. It's where they go ahead and do a handspring, and when they go off of the vaulting horse, they do 2.5 twists around. Unfortunately, Great Britain was relying on Jessica Gadarova and Ondine Achampong to help them with scores. They're injured, and that's going to bring down their chances a bit. I still think they're going to make team finals. I think they're strong enough to do so. Keep an eye out for Alice Kinsella. She's really strong in vault and balance beam, and could do really well in the all-around. She'll make it to the final for sure. Becky Downey, she has been now at 3 Olympics. She's got great uneven bars. Balance beam is also really good. So keep an eye out for Great Britain. They'll be starting on the vault. Romania. This is really exciting because this is the first time back as a team since 2012. The last 2 Olympics, they didn't qualify a team. They actually only had 1 or 2 female gymnasts. These gymnasts are not the strongest. It's perhaps not as likely for them to make a final, the team final, but these are the same 5 gymnasts that were on the team at 2023 Worlds who qualified this team for Romania to the Olympics. So it's the same 5 ladies, and yeah, they're going to be super excited to be back and just trying their best. Watch out for Anna Barbosu. She's really got good difficulty on bars. Unfortunately, the bars final is so stacked, probably not going to make it to final, but, she could. It could happen. Bars has never been a strong suit for Romania. They still struggle on it, but they're getting better. Sabrina Vonia Moneca, watch out for her for balance beam. She should be doing pretty good there. A couple of the individual gymnasts. Mexico, you've got Alexa Moreno. She's excellent on vault, and she was the first female Mexican gymnast to get a medal at a world championships. She's going to make the vault final almost for sure. Don't know if she can get a medal or not. I would love to see that. That would make me super happy. Bulgaria, you've got Valentina Georgieva. She actually had some huge injuries in 2022, and she's back, and she's really good at vault. So watch out for her as well. Rifta Irfana Lutfi, she is the actual first Indonesian gymnast, male or female, at the Olympics, which is just super exciting whenever you have those history-making things. Unfortunately, she did get injured recently, so she's only doing bars. I've been trolling the Twitter and Threads and Instagram, and there are so many just fun videos and pictures especially. So as I go through these, I want to show you some of the pictures. Here's the Great Britain men and women's team. Here's Caitlin Rooskrantz from South Africa, and she got to be one of her country's flag bearers at the opening ceremony. Lena Bickel from Switzerland. Here is the Romanian team. Lilia Kozman, she said, after 12 years of not qualifying, to be on the team that helped qualify to the Olympics does mean a lot. I'm glad that us girls were able to do that. And so it's just really nice. Sabrina Vonia from Romania, got a picture of her with Simone Biles and with Kaylee Anymore. More on her in just a moment. So you've got your Mexican girls, Alexa, Atzeri Sandoval, Natalia. These three qualified as individuals. Like I said, watch out for Alexa on the vault, especially. This is Anna, and she is from Ukraine. Anna Lashchevska, I believe. And she's one of the youngest participants at the 2023 World Championships, which is just wild. This is Rifta from Indonesia. All right, jump into Subdivision 2. So, Subdivision 2, we have China, USA, Italy. Before we get to those teams, let's just talk about the individuals. Germany, Pauline Schaefer-Betz. This is her third Olympics. She's done the hat trick on beam at Worlds, gotten gold, silver, and bronze, but she's never gotten an Olympic medal. I don't know if her difficulty is high enough on beam to get her there because, again, this is going to be a stacked final, but we'll see. Really exciting. Helen Kevrich, she's a new senior. She got good all-around. She might make it into all-around final, might make it to uneven bars final. Israel Lehi Raz, this is her second time at Olympics. I told you we'd come back to Kaylee Anymore, and here we go. She was actually a French gymnast, and then there was some big disputes after an injury, and she ended up switching her nationality because one of her parents is from Algeria, I believe her dad, and now she is competitor for Algeria. She was the first gymnast from any country in Africa to win a medal at World Championships, and she did that last year. She has amazing uneven bars, and she has upgraded a lot of her difficulty and just been working hard. She wasn't even on my radar for all around until just this past week when I started seeing all the updates. So she could be a huge upset for the all around competition. She's definitely in contention for medals. All right, let's talk about China. They got the bronze team medal at the 2016 Olympics. Since then, have not gotten anything at the Olympics. They did get a bronze at the 2018 Worlds. They have a humongous difficulty level and execution in bars and beam. Problem is, their vault is low. Even with that, like, if they can keep it together and not have a meltdown in team finals, they are definitely in medal contention. A couple to watch out for, Jo Yekin, balance beam. It's really going to be between her and Chi Chi Yan for the balance beam, gold and silver. And then Chi Chi Yan is also amazing on uneven bars. It's going to be between her and Kalia for the uneven bars, gold, silver. Italy, probably making it to team finals. Just like Great Britain and a lot of other teams, they're missing some key gymnasts they would have loved to have. But Alice D'Amato has upgraded vault, I believe, to an Aminar, the 2.5 twist, or maybe it's just a double twisting. She's good at uneven bars and balance beam. Angela Andreoli is good at balance beam. Manila Esposito, she's got some good chances in all around, also good on balance beam. As you can see, they're good on beam and bars, but not the greatest on vault floor, so I think they'll make it into the final. I'm not sure they'll contend for medals. And then, of course, you have USA. So, of course, USA is the favorite for the team gold. Brazil, pardon my typo there on the slide, Brazil will give them some good competition, but if all goes as they are capable of, USA has gold, for sure. Of course, when do things ever go as planned? So it'll be a really exciting competition. A couple of really cool things. Suni Lee and Simone Biles are the last two Olympic all-around champions. Suni Lee in 2021, and Simone Biles in 2016. There's never, ever, ever at Olympics been a team that has had two all-around champions on that same team. Also, Simone Biles is the heavy favorite for the gold all-around. No gymnast has ever won two non-consecutive, not in a row, all-around competitions at the Olympics. So that'll be kind of interesting to see if it does happen. Jade Carey and Simone Biles are the last two Olympic floor champions. And as you can see, this team is stacked. You got four returning Olympians. Simone, let's just assume everything goes as planned for all five of these gymnasts. Simone's going to make it into all-around, vault, beam, floor, and she could actually potentially make it into bars, but bars is going to be interesting this year. Suni. If all goes as planned, it's going to be Suni or Jordan as that second spot. And I'd be excited for whoever makes it and sad for whoever does not, regardless of which way it goes. And I honestly don't even have a prediction. I don't even know. It could go either way. Suni can almost definitely make it into the uneven bars and balance beam final. Jordan and Jade can definitely make it into vault finals along with Simone. Jade has the edge, but if she falters, Jordan could make it into the vault finals. Remember, you can only have two gymnasts per country into finals. The thing is, I really, really do hope that Jade makes it to vault, simply because at 2021 Olympics, she had that weird mistake where she kind of tripped on her run up to the second vault. And I'd really love for her to be able to have a good, strong vault final. Jade can also make it to floor. Hesley, she's the newbie on the team. She's got great bars and beam. That's why she's on this team. If it wasn't a two per country rule, she could potentially make it to uneven bars and balance beam finals. It's just a matter of her other teammates have higher scores than she does. However, if something happens, and you never know, she could potentially make it in. So, yeah. Here are a couple picture roundup. This is Kaylee Moore from Algeria. Here are the German ladies. This is Lihi Raz from Israel. And this is Sarah Voss and Helen Kefrich and Pauline Schaefer-Betts. And then you've got the Italian gymnasts who have gotten to Paris, and then you've got Chi-Chi-Yan and Zhang Yihan, who are really, really good contenders on the bars. And here's the team there for China as well. Here are some pictures of the U.S. team. This is the 5 team members: Simone, Hesley, Suni, Jade, and Jordan, and then the 2 traveling alternates, Leanne and Jocelyn. This is the ladies with the men's team as well. And here's the 5 ladies on the main team. It's just so much fun to see them getting the Olympic experience that they didn't get to have in Tokyo because of all the restrictions and everything. And it's just fun to see them looking relaxed and having fun. And then you've got Simone and Jordan's coaches, Laurent and Cecile Landy, and they're there to coach, obviously, but also their daughter is a swimmer, and she's in the Olympics. And so they've been able to kind of do that together as well, which is just really fun. There's Sunisa Lee, Hesley Rivera, and one of the track stars from USA. These 2 are the youngest Olympians on Team USA. There's Jade Carey, Jordan Childs, Simone Biles with huge dismount off the beam. And then this was a really cool quote I saw. Oksana Chusovitina, a legend, said about Simone, she's a very talented gymnast. Perhaps nothing is impossible for her, including performing at the Games in Los Angeles. Everything depends only on her. For my part, I wish her to perform brightly in Paris. And I think that's what we all want, She didn't have the competition she wanted in Tokyo. She is back and she is stronger than ever, and she's taking care of her mental health and herself physically, and I just want her to have the best time ever for her. Last one of this video, let's just talk quickly about Subdivision 3. So, you have Japan. There was an incident where one of their gymnasts, Miyata Shoku, has been removed from the team, and for whatever reason, the Japan Olympic Committee did not replace her. This means Japan's going to really, really struggle. She was the one who was going to kind of help them get to team finals. It's probably not in the cards for them. Netherlands, they could make it to team finals. It kind of depends. They're kind of on the bubble there. Ithora Thorsdottir is one they would have wanted to have. She was injured, I believe, at the Dutch Olympic trials. Vera van Poel was on the team, and then she just got injured at podium training, I believe, or right before, so Tisha Volleman replaced her. Very sad for Vera, but Tisha Volleman, I wanted her to be on the team so badly, and I'm glad that she's finally on the team. You've got Sanne Veerman. She's got really good uneven bars. There's a skill called the Seitz, named after German gymnast Ellie Seitz, and it is a release flip off the bar where you also turn one whole rotation, and it was long thought that nobody could ever connect it to anything, and she's connecting it to a hardwaj, which is a twisting flip down to the low bar. It's going to be fabulous to watch. And then you've got Sanne Wevers, who is the Olympic gold medalist on beam from 2016. So it'll be interesting to watch them. Really cool. 3 ladies from Philippines. Now, they actually grew up here in USA. They were elite gymnasts. They did or are still doing college gymnastics, NCAA. But the Philippines Gymnastics Association, because they have parents who are Filipino, they reached out to see if they wanted to compete for Philippines. And they each individually ended up switching, like officially becoming Philippine nationality, changing their nationality, and each along their own way individually qualified through the procedures that were necessary to be individuals at the Olympics. And that's just really cool for Philippines. They're the first female gymnasts at the Olympics for Philippines in 60 years. And they also had a cute video they were sharing, like how they really hope they're going to inspire Filipino gymnasts. And they're going to go visit the Philippines. They've visited before, but they're going to go specifically to some gyms and just kind of help give some inspiration and some new life into the gymnastics program there. Couple things over here. Philippa Martins, Portugal. This is her 3rd Olympics. You've got An Chang-ok from Korea. She's very strong on vault, so she'll almost definitely be in the finals. And then you've got some NCAA gymnasts. Hillary Heron from Panama, Luisa Blanco, Colombia. You've got Georgia Rose Brown, who is, she actually had competed for Australia, and then she switched nationalities because I think her mom is Australian, her dad is New Zealand, and now she's competing for them. Here's a picture of her. Here's Hillary Heron. Here are the 3 Filipina gymnasts, and those 3 along with Luisa Blanco and Lindsey Brown. And Lindsey Brown is from Haiti, and Luisa Blanco is from Colombia. And these 2 ladies are also competing as individuals, and they'll be in subdivision 4 or 5.